So today I'm gonna make some fried dumpling. As you can see here, I got a little flour, and now I'm gonna add the other things to it, like a bit of salt. I want it to be tasty. Hang on. Just mix the salt in here. Salt all in there. It's gonna be fried dumpling. Now you can have boiled dumpling as well, but today we're making fried dumpling. Just have a feeling for some fried dumpling. And a bit more salt. Don't want it to be too salty now. Then add me some baking powder for it to rise a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to be flat and just problematic. Difficult to cook, and it won't work well. So, get some, okay, now we got some baking powder in there. Now we know it's going to rise up. Alright, just mix that in, make sure it's all mixed in. All mixed in, all mixed in, all mixed in. Voila. Okay, and that's pretty much all you need. After that's all mixed in, then we're going to get some water and throw in there and knead our dough and start frying away. So let's get some water started. Mix it in, mix it in, mix it in, mix it in. A bit more water. Okay. So here's what we got so far. Just mixing in the water with the dough. Voila. Let's get a little more. Here we go, here we go. Mix it in the water with the dough. And we're almost there. Once we get most of the flour mixed up, then we'll kind of just use our hand to get it in. But for now, we'll just mix in the dough. Looks like something workable. Let's get in there, let's see. All right. So now, we're gonna start kneading the dough with our hands. So, see if we can grab some of this. Made it a bit more water because we want it to stick to them. Stick and connect, and so we can make a big dough. See, something like this, but we want a nice full dough. So let's get a little bit more water in there. I think maybe a touch more water. Okay, but we still have some flour hanging around. Make it doughy, Mike. Okay, let's get this we have hanging around. Water there, and get that little hanging around thing going. Okay, so here we go. I think we almost have something. So now, have almost all the flour into one dough. This is what we want. Don't want to waste anything. They say not to waste food because there's people that's hungry, and you don't want to waste the food because, you know, it's just not right. You want to make sure you get all the flour. Every last bit of flour. I mean, look, a little bit you don't have to worry about, but okay. So now I think we got enough of the flour. Okay, so now it's time to start making our dumplings. So we're gonna put the pot on with some oil, and then from there we'll start making our dumpling, dropping them in, and I'll show you what we have. Here we go, here we go. All right. Problem is when you need the dough is all on your hands. Okay, all right, not a problem. So we got our fire started, and then get a little pot here, and we get some oil in our pot. It's really simple. Some oil, and got our dough, got a pot, got some oil. I'll let y'all take a look here. Hang on. Ooh. Gotta get a bit cleaned up first. Yeah, dough will take over your hand fully. Voila, voila, voila. Not fully clean, but a bit clean up. Okay. So here we go. I mean, not in this. Get our pot on the fire. Voila. You got a little oil in there. And now we're going to start adding our dumpling as it warms up a bit. And it's going to fry it right out. As I do it, waiting for us to start making our little roll dumpling. Fairly easy. Now as it heats up, now it's heating up. As it heats up, we're going to start adding our dumplings. So I'm just going to grab a little milk as I wait for it to heat up. Well, okay, I think it's heating up a bit. So now we'll start adding our dumplings. Now, there's no rules or nothing, but I just like to get a small piece like this, roll my dumpling. And once I get a little roll going, it doesn't have to be perfect. A roll like this and just drop it in. That's my dumpling. Just pop a little piece off like this or so, and just roll your dumpling. No rules, no rules. Bigger, smaller, you can make them how you like. Sometimes get a little more, a little bigger, and just roll it up. And that's it. So we'll roll. There you go. That's your dumpling. Drop it in. And just continue until you finish out the flour. Fill up your pot. Now the fire is kind of high. So you like heat up the pot. But when we're dropping in our dumpling, the trick is to not make your fire too high, because then if the fire is too high or too hot, it'll burn the dumplings. So what we're gonna do is bring down our fire a little bit. Okay. So once we start dropping in the dumplings, we drop our fire because the oil is already hot. See, if the fire is too hot, you tend to burn the dumplings too soon and they're not really cooked. You want them to cook slow, that way the inside gets cooked. Alright, so we're adding our dumplings. I'll show you in just a little bit, but okay, so we'll continue adding all our dumplings. Alright. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're almost there. Now you want to, not fast or anything, but you want to add your dumplings so you have them together. Yo es dos, cocinando y hablando con mi amigos también. Okay, so you don't want to have the other dumplings all finished, so you want to get everything as close and as possible.
Tú te bañaste, está cocinando y no se ha bañado. Es muy cochino. O sea, ahí donde está no se ha bañado, está sudado del gimnasio, lleno de máquinas, de sudor, de todo. Y así está cocinando. ¿Eso es lo que está enseñando a ustedes? No, pues déjenme decirle que está muy mal.
No entiendo español. No entiendo nada. No entiendo.
Ya, muy bien. Es perfecto que no entiendas nada.
Cocina es caliente, entonces es bien. Okay, so we get our dumplings in there. Catherine is not feliz con mi video. Okay. Alright. Ah! Tú es... no es... no es nada. Tú es...
Mis pastas.
No hasta... para ducha casa, para ducha, para comida. ¿Por qué tú es aquí un problema conmigo? Okay, alright, so now we have all the dumplings in, alright? So I'll let you all take a look to see what we have. We finished up the flour, we had all our dumplings in, so here we go. Flour's all done. Great. And take a look. So here we go. All our dumplings is in, and so the idea is that you want to get them in as quick as possible so they don't, the early ones don't finish off before the other ones, so that you can have them together. What happens is, if you get them in too late, and the early ones finished, then you only have a few in the pot. Unless you have more dough to keep going, then it's just is that they're lonely. What'll happen is that you have the huge pot with just a few dumplings, and then it's not good. Yes, problema con chica. Okay, so I'm just add a little more oil there, and our fire is low, so we just let it keep. That's a finished dumpling, so you can see it finished. Catherine, no. What? That.
Esa es su comida, mire.
Not how it's supposed to be. That's okay. So when the dumpling, when you have the dumpling, you know, and it's in, you know, if you don't finish it, you put it in the fridge. In the morning, you don't want to put the dumpling in a microwave. No, it doesn't work. Catherine put the dumpling in the microwave, and then it just becomes hard. To warm up or to reheat the dumpling, what you want to do is put it in a pot, cover, and put some water. Poco agua en la mañana, and suave, and dumpling suave. But when you put it in the microwave, it becomes hard, just like that, like a stone. You don't need that. All right, so take a look at our dumpling as it's getting a bit swollen. So it's rising now. So we're getting somewhere. So here we go. It's rising. You can see them coming up a bit, and make sure your fire is low because you don't want your fire too high. You want them to get a nice cook. There we go. If you look at them, see, you don't want to rush. If you look, you know, it's not finished yet. You want a little brown. So you leave it to kind of rise and continue. Make sure your pot is centered. Okay. See, here we go. So you gotta watch it. Making dumplings is a thing where you gotta watch. It just doesn't. It's not a thing where you can go watch TV and relax. Un película or relax. No. Es necesito tú es aquí. Cuando tú es. Es necesito cuando tú cocinando, tú es aquí en casa. You have to be here when you make the dumplings and watch them, because if they burn, then they're no good. So you have to watch them so you get just the right amount of brown. So we're watching them. You know, just let them brown a little bit. So while you're watching, you can do a little cleaning up at the same time, and you know. So while we watch them, we do a little cleaning up at the same time. Es cocina, es no gimnasio, para karate. Okay?
Okay, padre.
Alright, so we're still watching our dumplings. Un persona en cocina es problema. Catherine es muy problema. Okay, so while we're watching the dumplings, we just do a little, you know, cleaning up at the same time, and keep an eye on the dumpling. So, because you want them to have a nice brown, but you don't want them to be too too dark, you know, too crisp. Then they'll be, as Catherine showed, they'll be very hard and very difficult to eat. So keep an eye on them as we go. So you stay close. So I'm right next to it, you know. So while we're here, we just do some dishes. While we keep an eye on it. So wash things up a bit. You can't leave the kitchen. You can't go too far when you're doing dumplings. You gotta stay close. So might as well make ourselves useful. Wash up some of the pots and pans. Sort of good to go. So, get our pan all washed up. Up top, Catherine cannot reach it. Más lejos de Catherine. Okay. And Hanses. Okay, clean up a bit. Now let's take a look at the dumplings, see what we have. Maybe we're getting somewhere now. Alright. I don't want to get too distracted. Now let's look. Let's see. Maybe. I think we're getting. Probably. Yes. You see we're getting a little brown there? That's what we kind of want. Yes. No, not all. bit. Okay, I got some are getting a nice brown. Okay, we're beginning to get somewhere. Beginning. Okay. Alright, so gotta watch them. Okay, so we got a few that had a nice burn and the rest are on their way, so we just let them come, so we're close enough. We give them some more time. So you saw those that were nicely brown, they're good to turn. The others, of course, are not yet ready, so we'll just give them some more time to kind of cook down. And just continue washing up some more dishes while we're here. We're close enough anyway, so there we go. So with the dumpling, the idea of cooking them slow is that you want to make sure the inside gets cooked. You can cook them faster, but what will happen is you'll have the outside cooked, but the inside uncooked, and it's not a good taste. So cooking them slow, make the heat almost like sort of a baking thing, and thus you get the entire inside worked up. So it's not a problem. Stay close. As you cook, just watch them from time to time. Give them all the time, 5 minutes, and then watch them, 5 minutes, and watch them. It's kind of the best way. So, prepare ourselves. Just get a dumpling dish ready. When you finish, you want to take them out one by one. Those that are finished, you want to take them out, and so on. So. Alright, now let's take a look and see what we got. Alright, let's see. Let's check around and see. Okay. Watch over here, okay. Sort of a... Okay, oh. Around there. Okay. Now, okay, let's see. What we're going to do is we're going to increase our fire just a little bit. Trying to find that right place. But the heat is a big deal. You don't want the heat to be too much. You don't want the heat to be too little. If it cooks too slow, then you lose that puffiness. Okay, too much. Okay. If it cooks too, it'll start falling, and you want the puffiness as it gets puffed up to be cooked in that puffiness zone. So when you eat it, it's like nice, soft, delicious. If it waits too long and the fire is too low, then it'll get puffy and then kind of soggy, and it's just not delicious. So the fire just has to be right, so it cooks just right. All right, so we turn them over, and now we give them the same amount of time, or whatever it'll take to cook the other side, to get them as brown as the side that we just had. Hang tight, keep ourselves busy. Close enough. You don't want to go too far. As you make dumplings, you got to stay close because you need to check them periodically. So we find things to do in the kitchen while we make dumplings. Put away the flour. Yeah. Voila. Watch that the dishes are ready. Some more dishes. Let's see what this is. Oh, throw away what needs to be thrown away. And just wait around for the dumpling. I mean, cooking is like that, right? You wait around in the kitchen. It's not a thing that, I mean, depends, right? I mean, they have these things now where you can time the food and go off to do something like work or something like that. But dumpling is not the timing thing. Dumpling is one of those things like the old age, sit, watch, cook kind of thing. It's not the thing you put on a 15-minute timer and go away, or a a certain kind of timer and then you go away. Except perhaps if you do the dry fry thing. I've never done that with dumplings, but that might be a thing. You figure out some the timer and leave it there, and then when you come back, it's done. That may work, but no, that's not what we're doing. Anyway, so let's take a look. We want to see what the other side looks like now to see if it's, you know, it's getting brown, because then we kind of do the next thing. See, the next thing with dumpling is after you get the both sides brown, now you have to get the edges. It's a thing where you want the edges to be slightly brown. So let's take a look. All right, let's see what we have. Okay, let's go to this one that we had from the beginning. So now you see the other side is brown. So now we want to get the edges. See right here? Some of this cooked a bit. So we'll just turn it on the side. Like that. Voila. And lean it against the other ones, and that's fine. Now let's check this one. Yeah, see that one was nicely brown there? Yeah, and when it begins to split apart like this, then you know that it's doing its job. The heat is cooking the flour, which is what you want. Now let's check around to see if we have any others. Okay. A little brown going on there too on that one. Okay, so we'll just get it on the edge. See what it's, yeah, so you see it splitting there, so you know you're on the right track. The flour is actually being cooked, swelling, and it's going the right direction. All right, let's see. Look around. Let's see. Okay, that could work. All right, just lean it up against somebody there. All right, let's see what we got around here. Okay. All right, just lean them up. If you find they have a nice brown, you just lean them up so that at least now you get the edge. And let's see. Okay. Put something here. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. Slide. All right. So just lean it up over here. Get the side going. Same there. Lean it up over there. So we're getting quite a bit of them with a nice brown, and then we just want the. Let's see if we can get them. Now, if you lean them up, sometimes they may fall down. It's not a problem. It's a job. It's a process. Just come back to it. Okay. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to need to rotate them, because as you lean them and they get finished on the side that they're on, you want to move them around a little bit. So let's say this one. We did this one, right? You notice now the side that we've leaned is brown. So that's what I mean. You want to rotate it so it gets around. So that's why you have to hang out close so you can keep rotating them. There you go. You see that one? It's browning up there. It's time for it to rotate. So you just got to keep on the side a little bit, then rotate them a little bit, and side a little bit, then rotate them a little bit. So you get all the little sides there. Now you may not get all the side, but if you get enough, you'll see that it'll be brown around and it'll be nicely cooked and delicious. Alright, so this fell down, so let's pick it up a bit. Come on. There you go. And this, we just do the same thing, turn it around, and voila. Same here. This came out, turn it around, and breaking, the whole thing is falling down. It's alright, that happens sometimes. Here comes Catherine. Alright, okay, on the side. Catherine.
¿Cuántos años estoy preparando? Mucha hambre.
Catherine, tú es... No, en cuanto voy a... ¿Me da un película?
Sí.
Okay, bye. Okay, so you get them on the side. Netflix is problem. But ahora es temprano, entonces okay. We have to watch it when it's... Oh! Chica. Catherine has no sexo en cocina.
No.
Okay. Colombiana, chicos, todo sexo. Cocina, en baño, en... Ay, Catherine, necesito poco tiempo, no sexo.
No, ¿verdad? Nunca se preparan. Tienes muerto.
Okay, let's get the other side. Okay, now here we go. Now take a look. You see, now this one is nicely brown on the side, nicely brown in the front and the back, so this is finished. So we'll just move this over here. Once finished, we'll continue our process. And that's how it is. Once we get one that's finished, move it out, and go on to the next one and continue turning until we're satisfied with that thing. All right, let's see this one. Let's get this side right there. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, okay. Looks like we can get this a bit. Let's see if we can get this up. There you go. Uh-oh. Let's see. Voila. Okay, we can get that up a bit. Take a look at it. Oops. What do we got here? Check this one. Like this one might be okay. Okay, I can get a little bit on that side. I get a little bit on that side. And you look. Maybe okay. Sometimes I don't have to go too crazy. Let's see. All right. Coming. A little bit on that side. All right. Maybe. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And that might be it. So now, yeah, here we go. We got a nice brown and a nice brown. There you go. And sometimes if it's enough, you don't have to go too crazy on it. But once you get a bit of a brown on the sides, then you know you're good to go. See, there you go. And those are finished. Here's our finished one so far. And this is the one that we're working with, and I think we're getting somewhere, okay? Okay. Now they're finished. And there we go. And now we can take this one. Okay, good. We've got enough in the browns. Okay, so let's see. And just leave that one on the side there and check this out. Now this is huge. When it's big like this, that's what you're trying to get, the sides, to make sure you don't have any that did not get cooked. When it's small, okay, not go too crazy. Okay, this one looks like it's good to go. And this might be okay, good to go. And let's see, good to go. And voila. And now we're pretty much finished. Okay, this we have on a few sides, so we know that this is good to go. And there go our dumpling. Voila, we've finished. And that's it. We've made a fried dumpling, and we're good to go. Now they're kind of hot at first, so just be careful. Okay, yeah, you also got the outside, and you can check out the inside as well. So then you know that it's fried and ready to go. Wow.